Have you ever noticed how suddenly life seems to move silently, as if the entire universe were conspiring to push you in a new direction? Well, if you're a Taurus, know that this is no coincidence. In the coming days, God is preparing something very special for you. And the curious thing is that, even without realizing it, your heart has been preparing for this for a long time. Taurus, you are the sign that carries within you a calm strength, a quiet faith, and a patience few understand. And it is precisely this constancy of yours that will now be rewarded. Blessings are approaching. Not just material but spiritual, emotional, and even familial. Things that were being stitched together in the invisible are about to manifest before your eyes. But you need to be attentive because these 8 things God is preparing don't just come as gifts. They also come as lessons, as answers that time is bringing to your heart. And today, I'm going to tell you each of them, so you can recognize the divine signs when they manifest. The first thing, a new beginning where you thought it was the end. You know that point in your life when you thought there was nothing left to do? That situation that seemed hopeless, a relationship that fell apart, a door that closed, a dream that seemed dead? Well, that's precisely where God is preparing your new beginning. Taurus, you have the gift of persistence, but sometimes your heart stubbornly remains stuck in the past. And God, with all His love and patience, is showing you that what He has for you is far greater than what you've lost. In practice, this can appear as an opportunity that arises where you least expect it. A person who comes back to you, an old idea that suddenly makes sense again, or even a change of environment that seems forced, but that will take you exactly where you need to be. The benefits of this fresh start are profound. Lightness, peace, and the feeling that things are finally falling into place. What was once pain will now become purpose. And you'll look back and say, it was God all along. The second thing, a relief for the weary heart. Have you ever felt that weight on your chest, like you're carrying the world on your shoulders? Well, Taurus, you tend to take on more than you should. And God has seen how much you've been trying to hold it all alone. In the coming days, the Lord is preparing rest for your soul. This may come in the form of good news, a heart-cleansing conversation, or even a moment of silence where you simply feel the divine presence embracing you. God wants to show you that you don't need to control everything, that there are things that belong only to Him, and when you surrender, He acts. In practice, allow yourself to rest. Give yourself the right to breathe, to not answer everything, to not resolve everything right now. This relief that will come will be like a gentle breeze that soothes your heart. You will feel something loosen, and peace replaces anxiety. It is God's invisible touch restoring you from within. The third thing, a meeting that changes destiny. Divine encounters don't always come with a warning. Sometimes someone crosses your path by chance, but they bring a message that changes everything. And for you, Taurus, one of those encounters is in the works. It could be someone who speaks the right words, an unexpected gesture of love, or even a reunion with someone from the past who brings a different energy. God is placing people in your path who will be instruments of the transformation He wants to bring about in your life. Be open, even if your Taurus instinct wants to protect you. Watch for signs. A conversation that warms your soul. A connection that feels old. A feeling of I've been through this before. This encounter will open paths, heal wounds, and show you that nothing was in vain. The benefit? A new meaning for love and faith. Because when God unites purposes, destiny is transformed. Now, before I tell you the next revelations, I want to ask you something from the heart. If you felt this message spoke to you so far, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and tell me in the comments where you're listening to me right now. This way, you'll help me bring more messages like this to others who also need to hear God's voice through the signs. And if this word touched you in any way, become a member of the channel or make a donation. This helps me to continue sharing these messages of light and faith with such love. The fourth thing, the restoration of something that seemed lost. God specializes in restoring what time wears away. And for you, Taurus, there's something He's quietly rebuilding. It could be a family relationship, a friendship, or even your own faith in yourself. Life has hardened you in some ways and you've built walls to protect yourself. But in the coming days, God will begin to show you small signs that what seemed lost can still flourish. You'll notice subtle signs, a memory returning, an unexpected message, a forgiveness that comes out of nowhere. These are God's ways of telling you, I'm still here working in the unseen. In practice, allow yourself to reopen your heart. Even if your mind says, it's not worth it, or it's too late, remember, For God, nothing is too late. The benefit will be healing. A peace so profound it will feel like time has gone back, but now with wisdom, maturity, and true love. The fifth thing. A financial door that opens by faith. Taurus, God knows your efforts. He knows how hard you struggle, how hard you work, and how you sometimes feel like you give more than you receive. But the harvest time has come. In the coming days, a financial door will begin to open for you. And it won't just be the result of your efforts, but also of your faith. Because God is blessing not only what you do, but also the intentions of your heart. Maybe you felt like things were stagnant, that money was slipping through your fingers, or that your plans simply weren't moving forward. But God is moving things along, opening paths where you once saw walls. In practice, this could come in the form of a new job opportunity, an unexpected client, a sudden sale, or even an old project that comes back with a vengeance. The secret is to keep your faith active. Give thanks before you even see it. Declare every day, God is opening my paths. Because this is a spiritual and material harvest. The benefits will be clear. Financial relief, stability, and the feeling that you're walking confidently again. It's the beginning of a new phase, more prosperous and peaceful. The sixth thing. An inner strength you didn't know you had. You've been through times when you thought you couldn't take it anymore, haven't you, Taurus? That the weight was too much and that you might not have the strength to carry on? Well, God saw every tear that no one else saw. And that's why now, He will reveal to you a strength that was hidden within you. An ancient spiritual strength that comes from generations of faith, of love and purpose. In the coming days, something will challenge you, not to knock you down but to show you how strong you are. It could be a difficult decision, an unexpected change, or even news that demands courage. But this time you won't be shaken. You'll surprise yourself. You'll hear a voice inside you saying, I can do it. God is with me. The benefit of this new strength will be liberating. Because you'll stop doubting your own abilities and realize that everything you've faced so far has been spiritual training. You will emerge from this phase firmer, more confident, and above all, with the certainty that nothing can bring you down when God is your foundation. The seventh thing. The mission God is revealing to you. Many Tauruses have a soul that seeks purpose. You feel like you're here for something greater, but you don't always understand what it is. And now God is beginning to show you your mission more clearly. Perhaps you'll begin to feel a calling to help people, to speak, teach, heal, serve, inspire. Perhaps an old talent will resurface, or a powerful desire will arise within you without explanation. These are signs that God is guiding you to your true purpose. In practice, observe what has ignited your heart. What gives you peace, what makes you feel useful, what awakens your inner glow. This is the path God wants to lead you down. The benefit of this revelation is profound. You'll feel a renewed sense of purpose in life. That feeling of emptiness begins to fade, and your heart aligns with something much greater. Because when you discover your purpose, everything changes. Pain gains meaning, fears diminish, and life gains direction. The eighth thing. The blessing that comes disguised as waiting. Taurus, you know how to wait, but sometimes that waiting hurts, doesn't it? Sometimes you wonder, why does God take so long? But what you may not realize is that, in this silence, He is preparing something that needs the right time to blossom. This eighth blessing is the most delicate of all, because it comes disguised as waiting. It's when nothing seems to be happening, but everything is being aligned. In the coming days, you may feel like something is about to be resolved, but it's not quite finished yet. This is God fine-tuning the details, protecting you from wrong paths, and preparing the exact moment for victory. In practice, the invitation is to trust. Give thanks even without understanding. Because when His time comes, you will see how much every delay was, in fact, a diversion from suffering. The benefit of this waiting will be the certainty of divine providence. You will look back and understand. If it had happened sooner, I wouldn't have been ready. And you will be grateful for God's timing, which is never late, only perfect. Take a deep breath, Taurus soul. Everything that's coming is an answer to prayer. You've been through a lot, but nothing has been in vain. God is preparing you to experience days of calm, abundance, and healing. And everything that seemed confusing will begin to make sense. Signs that show blessings are already on the way. Have you ever wondered how to know if God is truly at work? Sometimes, Taurus, He speaks through signs so simple they go unnoticed. But for those who are sensitive, everything is a message. And that's what you'll begin to notice in the coming days. Signs can come in the form of synchronicities, similar times, repeated words, people mentioning something that touches exactly what you've been thinking. These are all divine reminders that the plan is in motion. Another clear sign is a shift in energy. You'll feel a different lightness upon waking, a desire to start over, a sense of peace for no apparent reason. This is the universe telling you, what's yours is coming. God doesn't usually shout, he whispers. And for those with a serene heart, like yours, a whisper is enough. In practice, when you begin to notice these small signs, don't doubt. Give thanks. Say out loud, I receive. This simple affirmation opens the spiritual realm and strengthens faith. The benefit of this is profound. The more you give thanks, the faster your blessings come. Because gratitude is the key that unlocks the flow of divine prosperity. How to react when the tests come back. Even when God is preparing something great, trials appear. They come not to punish you, but to refine you. And Taurus, you know all too well what it's like to be tested. In the coming days, some past situations may resurface. It could be a person, a thought, a doubt. But now you're not the same. The advice is, don't relive what God has already healed. The enemy tries to use longing and fear to trap you in what was. But your new cycle requires you to walk lightly. In practice, if something is troubling you, breathe and say, I've already learned this lesson. This simple phrase cuts through the energy of the past and reaffirms your evolution. The benefit? Peace of mind. You begin to see trials as confirmation that you're on the right path. Because the greater the blessing, the greater the test before it arrives. Beware of silence and solitude. Blessings don't always arrive in the midst of a crowd. Sometimes they come when everything is silent. And you, Taurus, who love stability and companionship, may feel strange during this period of isolation. But understand, silence is the soil where answers grow. God is using this calm to strengthen you spiritually, to clear your mind and rekindle your intuition. In practice, don't shy away from solitude. Use this time to pray, reflect, write, and speak to God in a low voice. He hears everything. The benefit of this moment will be clarity. You'll notice that, after this silence, everything begins to flow more easily. Decisions become easier, paths clearer, and your heart more peaceful. Silence, Taurus, is the temple where the divine visits you. The power of constant faith. Faith isn't just believing when everything is going well. It's keeping believing even when nothing seems to be happening. And that's the energy that will set you apart in the coming days. God is asking you for a constant faith, one that is not shaken by delays, by doubts, by what others say. In practice, every morning declare, God is working on my behalf. Even if you don't see it yet. Even if everything seems the same. Because faith is the seed, and reality is the fruit. The benefit of this constancy is spiritual power. You'll notice your vibration begin to shift, and with it, everything around you changes as well. Taurus, when you stand firm in faith, the impossible becomes possible. Because God manifests where there is trust. If this message continues to touch your heart, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and tell me in the comments what has touched you most so far. I love reading what each Taurus is feeling when hearing these words. And if this message brought you comfort, consider becoming a member of the channel or making a symbolic donation. This way, you'll help spread this light to more people who need to hear what God is preparing for them too. My dear Taurus, God chose you to experience a period of reconstruction and abundance. Nothing you've experienced has been in vain. Every tear has watered a seed of faith. And now what was once a desert will blossom. Maintain the calm of your sign, but add the faith of your spirit. Life will show you, day after day, that God never forgot you. He was just preparing you. So walk confidently with an open heart and say firmly, I receive the blessings that God is preparing for me. Now is your time, Taurus. The time of rebirth, harvest, and divine grace.